What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today I am going to be doing a showcase on the one and only Judy Hopps. So let's get straight into the video. Over the last few days I've been using Judy quite a lot and I've realized that she is very good. Her damage is unreal. Some of her abilities and talents are really good for having in normal questing. So we're just going to quickly go over her core ability. It is called Rooting Carrots. So on critical hits, Judy's root grenades conflict a minus 10% defense buff that lasts until the end of the combat. So that stacks up to minus 50. On critical hits, if the enemy target has 3 or more defense debuffs, it is also rooted. And obviously if you don't know what rooted means, the target is rooted to the ground. They stop moving for 5 seconds. This ability has a 20-second cooldown. Each time Judy makes a heavy attack, she gains a 15% critical chance buff for 3 seconds. This buff is also removed when she hits an enemy target. So basically what you want to do is you want to pair her up with someone like Scrooge McDuck that gets lots of critical damage towards her. And yeah, the critical damage will stack up. She'll conflict a lot of defense debuffs. And then obviously the root happens when you land critical hits, and that lasts for 5 seconds. So basically you just want to get critical hits and land that root. So her special ability, Judy Hopps launches a volley of 6 root grenades at an enemy target, also hitting all enemies in a small area, and each target takes 400% damage, and each target is also rooted for 10 seconds, which is really good. So they're stuck in place for 10 seconds. And her signature ability, when you unlock her as a 4-star, at the start of each combat, all enemies gain a permanent minus 5% defense debuff. On special ability critical hits, if the enemy has 3 or more defense debuffs, the enemy target has a 10% chance to be stunned for 3 seconds instead of rooted. So that basically means it's game over. They're not going to be able to do anything during that time. Obviously if you root an opponent, they can still hit you if you get too close to them. So yeah, the stunned is what you want to get. So that's a good ability to have, and obviously it increases as you go up. So let's move over to talent. So obviously we're just going to quickly go over this. The basic ones we have gains focus at the start of the encounter, so more focus, more damage. And then the other basic one gains more defense at the start. And then let's just quickly move over to advanced. So advanced defense debuffs from Judy's core ability reduce 6% more defense. And then her other advanced one is root from Judy's core ability lasts 1.5 seconds longer, so it lasts longer. So that's really good to have as an advanced talent. And then the other advanced one is whenever an enemy is defeated, Judy has a 57% chance to gain a 10% focus buff that lasts until the end of the encounter, and it stacks up to 10. So this is really good to have. You want to level this one up because you can get 100% focus, and that is a lot more damage, so make sure you run that one. And then the elite talent, Judy's special ability now inflicts a shock that deals 2% damage per second for 10 seconds. So this is really good to have. It gives her a little bit more utility on her specials. So that's really good to use that one, level that one up. So yeah, overall she's very good. So we're just going to go straight into the gameplay now. So moving over to the gameplay, I am running Scrooge McDuck with Sully. Basically Sully's just there to distract the enemies, and Scrooge McDuck does really help in this fight, gaining those critical buff. And as you will see soon in this fight, we're going to be doing some insane damage through crits. So to start the fight, we just want to get this root going. So as you can see, a special just rooted all enemies within the area. So that's really good to have. And basically we just, as you can see, we're just getting those crits going. And basically all you want to do with her really is just attack your enemies and spam specials and root them in place. Because when you root them in place, they can't move. So we're just, as you can see, we're using Scrooge McDuck, and we're just using a special attack, and all enemies are getting shocked because of the elite talent, and they're all rooted in place. And this is what we want to do just for the whole entire fight. Now we just did some big damage here, big special, we got the shock and we got the root going, and the enemy's dead. So moving over now, we're just going to gain some focus here. Focus is really good to have, you gain more damage. So now as you can see, we currently got 9 critical buffs all the way to 19, so the critical damage in this moment, we're doing over 1,000 per basic hit. And we're just going to get ready to launch our special attack and root all nearby enemies. I got stunned here accidentally by Hercules, but it's okay. And here we go, we have shocked and rooted all enemies, as you can see. just keep up that damage. So as you can see, Hercules has currently got a lock in him. That is the rooted lock, so he's stuck in place, he cannot move, and you can see around him he's got like a tornado going around him. That's when you know he's been rooted. So you just want to kind of spam your specials and keep your enemies in place so they don't move. It's really good to have, especially considering that Judy Hopps is a ranged guardian. She can just stay away from all the other enemies, and she can just sit in a corner and keep them in place. So this final fight is in 1v1 showdown against a Stitch. And basically what we want to do here is we just want to build up to our special. We don't have the synergy with Screwdriver and Duck to help us gain more damage, but it's fine because we can root Stitch in place. As you can see now, we're going to throw off our special and we've got a root going. So as you can see, it's pretty OP. We have our opponent locked in place, and obviously it has a cooldown until you use your next special, and as soon as you get your special, you just throw it off again and they're stuck in place. And all you need to do is just keep them there. Because Judy's a ranged guardian, she can just stay away from your opponent once they are in this phase, and she won't take any damage, so it's really good to have. And as you can see, we're just going to spam these specials, get that shot going, get the root going, and they're stuck there. They can't do anything about it. They're stuck in place, and it's a really, really good mechanic to have, and I love the utility. They have no chance. So that's it for today's video. If you did like it, please leave a like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.